It's not like we would have big Pandal public programs or something like that. If we started doing like that, then that would freak out all the local Brahmins. You know, that, oh, they're probably, you know, they're probably Sri Sampradaya anyway, right? So then, you know, these Gaudiyas are coming in and they're flashy Western style, and then trying to, you know, convert our people. Oh, that would be horrible. That would be a mess. We don't want to go there. We just want to come and have our little retreat because we love your town. We love your culture. We love your people. And we don't want to convert anybody. We don't want to take away anybody from your community. We just want to add to your community. Something that's easy for us to give, that would help you to serve the Lord better. You know? So it's okay if there's a little background noise, Uddhava. Yeah, don't bother to. So when we go there, that's the first thing we want to do, you know, as soon as we get settled, is like talk to the local pandits and say, hey, we're just, you know, we're here to establish a retreat program for our Western students. That's the main thrust, that's the main purpose of it. And that's really true, too. But this whole university thing, that's a whole nother thing that they don't even have to know about. You know, and in those cases, the universities are going to be managing the program. And what we'll do is we'll train up administrators, basically people who are already devotees and who are into it. You know, and that one administrator will have maybe several schools that we're working with. So we'll bring those people to our retreat, and they'll live with us and they'll learn the Vaishnava ways for some time. And then maybe, you know, for a month or two during the summer. And then the next academic year, the program starts up. And they'll be there to administer it and to counsel the students and encourage them and like that. And then that way, like one paid administrator plus student volunteers from the local community can handle all of the program functions for 200 or 300 students or more. See, so we won't have to do anything. You know, we just show up once in a while and have a program just to help them, or maybe we have, you know, some kind of troubleshooting service and like that. But basically, we're hands off. We don't, you know, we don't want to get involved in the structure of the universities or the, you know, with what to speak of the individual students. You know, let the universities benefit from the program. If they license the program from us, then they should be the ones that get the benefit. You know, because we're okay, we're doing all right. We don't have worries, you know. Krishna's taking care of us. So the people who participate in our program will mainly come from outside. And the local people, they'll just get the benefit of the prasad distribution and like that. And we don't want to mess with their local program, you know. That would be a big problem. Everywhere, I know I've seen these programs or projects like this get into trouble in India, you know, going into a town and then starting to get devotees and like this, and then, you know, then the other maths become jealous, and then there's politics, and we don't want to go there. It's all because of this greed of big. I want to have big project, big temple, and big budget, and big everything. No. We want to have little. Just a few, but very high quality. Like that. Anybody else? Devesh? Pass the mic, please.
So Babaji, when you license your content to these programs, will it become a, I mean, how is it going to work out a little, I mean?
Well, in general, what it'll be, okay, Indira has her MBA program, And that will be, just like a regular 2-year MBA. But part of that that comes along with the package will be our university online program. So what we'll basically do is set up our program on their servers. We'll clone it and we'll edit it, for their requirements or their logo or with their brand or whatever. And then it simply sits on their servers and it's available to their students. Most of these campuses now have campus-wide Wi-Fi networks. And so all their students will have access to it for free. And they can even, make it available to outside people. We don't care, It's just whatever they want to do with it. So we'll basically just adapt it. So we'll have the content and with the social networking site and everything, but it'll be specific to that school. So just for their students. And we'll just clone it and we'll make copies at every university that we work with. And basically it's a free program for the students. They don't have to pay anything to belong to it, but it will tremendously enhance the value of their programs. So basically that's what we'll do. We'll just, make a local copy of all the programs and stuff and just run it on their server.
So will there be like credits and stuff?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be, it's going to be student affairs, under student affairs. So just like if a school, they want their students to be, let's say, they want them to know fine music. And so they'll sponsor a series of concerts where good artists come, and that way everybody gets to hear it, and maybe the students get in free, So the point is not to make a lot of money through concerts, but to educate the students in those cultural values. So similarly, this kind of program would be like that, would be free to the students because the school sees the benefit of encouraging those social and cultural values. We can call them spiritual values too, but, we want to put it in the context of Vedic culture or Indian culture, that this is a valuable asset that has been undervalued in the past. And so, because when the students go outside the classroom in the Indian universities, they're on their own. There's no real student affairs or cultural affairs department like there is in Western universities. So, the argument that we can use is that to be on a par with the Western universities, you have to add something, and that's uniquely Indian. Because this is like your culture, and you really should value your culture because it's really wonderful, and, just encourage them.
Just to extrapolate on this, with democracy, there comes a lot of other things, bad things, like, secularization of things in terms of, if you incorporate Vedic culture, the Muslim or the Christian groups try to bring in politics like, why only this? Now you have to have this as well. Or
Sure, you find somebody to head it up, right, and do it, and, we don't have any objection.
Because that kind of, when I was there, I saw this.
Oh, I'm sure that's going to occur. Yeah. But if we start encouraging religious education in the university environments in general, I think that's a good idea. That way the students also will become more knowledgeable about each other's religions and each other's cultures, and this can't be a bad thing. This could only be a good thing. But it's the idea of secularization that's dangerous, because it cuts off the process of learning from the surrounding culture and religious values. And if we want to really produce people with good character, we have to emphasize religious values, because that's where morality comes from. Morality ultimately is the instructions of God. So all of the morality of the major religions is all pretty much the same. You don't hurt people, you don't steal, you don't kill people, like that. So if they start to follow those rules, that can only be a good thing. You know, of course, I mean, there's probably going to be some arguments and debates about that, but you know, to open up those subjects, yeah, it's process, and
To go through it to maybe
I think
clarify the whole thing.
yeah, I think it'll result in a better understanding among the different groups. Yeah. The thing is that Indians should be proud of their culture because it's ultimately spiritual culture, and this is very good. This is very valuable. That this whole colonial mindset of, you know, Western culture is wonderful and your culture is a bunch of primitive superstitions, you know, that British mindset is just so objectionable. I mean, it's about time that India put that behind and start to be proud of their own culture. You know, we want to encourage that.